Hey, hi, welcome. I'm Meredith. I am here with our message for Tuesday, the 1st of November, 2022. We're using Lightseers Tarot for our message today. You know, we're tuning into the energy atmosphere. The sun's in Scorpio, the moon is in Aquarius. We are, as I mentioned yesterday, coming up on a lunar eclipse, a full lunar eclipse that will happen in Taurus and in Scorpio. Check that out. We'll get to it in the cards, though. I will do a reading for it. All right, our message for today. What's on offer to us? Our first card, Eight of Swords. A mental trap, and we see it. I love the artwork. This deck is amazing. I highly recommend it if you are a collector of tarot cards or looking for a tarot deck. The art in this deck is really, really stunning. So, as we look into the mirror here, we see that the person is blindfolded and bound, though outside of the mirror, no blindfold, no binding whatsoever. So we're seeing a mental trap. We've recognized it. And in a recent reading, we were talking about discovering, having an epiphany, and this may be it for us. This may be confirmation for us that we have connected to whatever it is that is a mental trap for us. Let's see what comes with it. These two cards came together. Our first is another 8. Lots of momentum here. 8s are all about movement, momentum, shifts, change, and it comes with the Lovers. What a great message, because the 8 of Pentacles is about continuing to do what we're doing because it's working for us. It is a journey to the 10 of Pentacles, fulfillment on the 10. And with the Lovers, we're talking about our inner unity in self-relationship. This is another message that's been coming out of the cards for days. And yesterday we talked about it quite profoundly in terms of the Death card, the Queen of Pentacles, Judgment. Those were all in the reading. And the Lovers has us following our heart, having the courage, the strength to follow our heart. Keep doing that. This is the answer to whatever you have identified is your mental trap. I have to come back to this 8 of Swords because I really do love that we see the character on the card unbound, already set free. Now, perhaps trapped in the mirror is a lingering doubt, a lingering fear, something that's been circling in vulture thoughts for us for a while, and we know that the only answer is more love, not less. And we have to sometimes dig deep and go into the energy of the 8 of Coins. But this is where we have the endurance to keep going. I feel like we've been pushed to some kind of limit. And in yesterday's reading, we were talking about an emotional language that was not easily articulated. So whatever the momentum is for you intuitively to keep going and following your heart and having the courage to do so, to maintain the inner unity of self-relationship, will have us taking a look at anything that's lingering on our 8 of Swords, and then we leverage the love that we are on that. Let's see what's next. King of Pentacles, beautiful card. I love this king. This is us really connecting to our divine masculine and providing for ourselves, not looking beyond ourselves for this unity, not becoming codependent on situations, circumstances, and other relationships to bring ease or grace to whatever troubled us over here on the 8 of Swords. We've already moved through it, and we may not necessarily be giving ourselves the credit we're due for that. So we're getting this lovely reminder of remaining in heart space. And I particularly enjoy the king in this deck on this card because he is so relaxed, so at ease. He's pretty relaxed in most tarot decks. He's just got a little something extra here in Lightseers. And the king has total and complete faith in the oncoming while he celebrates the now. So this is the message coming from the cards. Be here, be now, be at ease, be at peace with oneself. Move deeper into unity. I'm hearing sirens. I'm sure you can too. Always a sign of Archangel Michael's presence. Call on Archangel Michael if required. And then we're looking at the Empress. Gorgeous card to follow this king, because this is abundance that's about to arrive. You know, she's giving birth to... Wow. She's giving birth to a whole new world of opportunity, which we have seen in the Two of Wands, the Three of Wands, even the Four of Wands recently. And the king is representative of how we can have faith for what is in the oncoming in a relaxed, easy way. And we do that, again, coming back to the Lovers, by following our heart, not looking outside of ourselves, looking within. So to be reminded of that over and over and over again gives us the momentum, gives us the fuel, the fire, the inspiration to keep going, especially when we run into whatever our Eight of Swords life experience is. Many of us talk about clearing or releasing an energy, doing the healing work that is required to bring our emotional state into balance. And there's the suggestion in that we, once we've addressed that, it's not going to cycle back around again, though it likely will. And that is the nature of the subconscious. You know, you peel back one layer and then pretty soon you reveal yet another. And then we have sometimes a frustrating conversation with ourselves of, I thought I was beyond this, I thought I was through this. And it's simply having it return for us, like seeing Judgment in yesterday's reading. We're being called to something. Our attention's being called to something. So the repetition gives us self-mastery. And this king is what self-mastery looks like. This is what inner unity in self-relationship between divine masculine, divine feminine within self. This is what it all looks like. And it takes a return to that awareness to work our way through our Eight of Swords, no matter how many times it crops up for us. So if you've got a pebble in your shoe, if you're feeling uncomfortable because something cycled back around again and you were certain you were done with it, come to the awareness of self-mastery, self-discipline even, and take discipline as being a disciple of your own journey. Practice makes perfect, right? Let's see what's on the bottom of the deck. How is the universe supporting us today? Yeah, Four of Cups. This card typically brings the message of some kind of apathy, as if we are somehow dissatisfied by what has come before, and we don't see what's in the oncoming. And we don't here with the Empress. It's still kind of under wraps. And in yesterday's reading, we had, from the Witch's Wisdom Oracle, we had Cloak. And I recall saying that some of our magic is still under wraps. We don't necessarily see it. This may be going on behind the veil. It will make its presence known. It will show itself, whatever it is for you. And you'll notice a sense of liberation from your own Eight of Swords life experience as this fourth cup comes into view for you. The universe is working on that, letting you know, Wheel of Fortune, that what you're destined for will not go past you. Beautiful. So if some of you are focused on the timing of something, yield instead to divine timing. I had a text conversation with one of my dear friends yesterday, and she had what I would describe as a temporary setback. And I reminded her that the dream is still alive, the goal still remains, And what is perceived right now as a delay is divine timing at work on your behalf, trusting that what we're pregnant with will be born, will show up on our foundation. So it won't go past you. This feeling though, this face on the Four of Cups, this is doubt, this is concern, this is kind of a negative wonder, or what if. Let's go to what if. And that's connected to the Eight of Swords. So we may be confronting a repetitive life experience. More love, not less, is the answer. That's the journey work to be done there. And then that'll bring us into greater faith for what is in development and blossoming now and the oncoming. And it's a whole new world of opportunity. How sweet is that? Next. Oh. Yes, the High Priestess. Gorgeous. Pay attention to your intuition. It will not lead you astray. And as a matter of fact, it'll bring you closer to seeing, feeling, knowing, perceiving what is just beyond the veil for you. So even though there is an energy that is in the unseen, and we feel this excited anticipation, Empress, and then we have these moments of doubt, fear, worry, or concern off the 4, off the 8. These cards are reminding us the way through that shadow is to continue to follow your heart and trust, yet again, that the Wheel of Fortune, the divine delivery system, will drop it on your foundation. And the sooner you come into your intuitive gifts rather than your ego vulture thoughts, again, Eight of Swords, the better for you, the better for the journey, the more grace and ease you'll find there. And then there's the Emperor. If you need some fire, there it is. Mr. Know-It-All himself. And I love that the Emperor has that nickname, the Know-It-All, because he's been through all of it and more, understands that he will forever be a student and forever be a teacher. So that's where the connection to the Eight of Coins really serves us as well. Keep doing what you're doing because it works for you. Come again over and over to your intuitive gifts, especially when you hit a snag on the Eight of Swords. Okay. Oh, I can't not bring it out. There she is. Ace of Wands. Your skill, talent, enthusiasm, inspiration. And put her where you can actually see her. It's all there. And there are moments where you may doubt this energy. Aces, though, have the ability to transform and neutralize the energy of more challenging cards. So trust that this ace is serving you while an energy off the Eight of Swords rises in your presence. Bring your Aries fire, Emperor, to that energy. Bring your intuition. Have total faith and trust in the divine delivery system. Oh, and let's also note that we have the Emperor and the Empress in the reading, a match set. So divine masculine, divine feminine, and they are confirming even the energy of the Lovers here. So come back to self-relationship and your own harmonized inner unity. Don't look outside yourself for a satisfaction there. Okay. Angel answers. Allow these cards to confirm something for you, give you a fresh message, or even to answer a question for you. Our first card. Emphatic yes. I know some of you are wondering if the Eight of Swords is serving you in some way. You know, if this is something that does come around in repetition and it does engage your ego, and you may be wondering at its purpose and how does it serve? Yes, emphatically, it does serve, and the message is unique to each and every one of us. So, yes, emphatically, return to your heart space. Yes, emphatically, turn to the love that you are. And yes, emphatically, trust yourself and your intuition. Next. Let go of the outcome. Let go of looking for specifics, because this creates expectation, and expectation is limiting. I think we talked about this recently. I shared with you that the death of expectations makes room for the miraculous, right? Consider that in whatever your Eight of Swords situation or circumstance is. And in the near future, you will have ample opportunity to address whatever your Eight of Swords is. This is not something that's just passing in the course of one day. And it's likely that the eclipse will somehow highlight whatever is, I'm going back to a reading from last week, whatever's feeling shackled or stuck. We saw the Devil, the Death card, some others, the Tower maybe, and the Wheel of Fortune in a reading last week, and we were liberating ourselves from the Devil's energy through the transformation of the Death card and making way for whatever the Wheel of Fortune and or the Tower were delivering for us. So in the near future, this is energy that's here to support us, to work with us, to journey with us for a period of life experience. So you don't have to let go in just one day. This is something that will show up probably in repeat, be highlighted by the upcoming eclipse on the 8th of November, and we will have plenty of opportunity to engage it and work with it and love it into wholeness. Oh, look. So these just fell out of the deck onto the ground. We have trust, right? Just talking about trusting yourself, your intuition, the decisions you're making, your inner unity, your self-relationship, not looking outside of or beyond yourself for some kind of fulfillment. You're it, and trust that. And then we have our soft, simple no. Sometimes letting go means saying no, and that's a temporary situation so that you can have a much better yes in the near future as you work through this energy. Okay, next, the Shaman's Dream Oracle, a summary of the reading, a message from our soulful presence to our waking human consciousness. This deck is not shuffling easy today. Sky Dancers, surrender. Yeah, yield, surrender or yield when it comes to this Eight of Swords. Allow whatever that is to pass. We talked about that in yesterday's reading as well when we saw the Death card with the Queen of Pentacles. There was a message of allowing whatever is on your foundation to pass off of and away from your sphere of influence so you can free yourself from whatever this circumstance is, whatever this old story and or programming is. Beautiful. What a nice message. Have an amazing Tuesday, everyone. Thank you as always for joining me. Peace. Namaste.